So I've been stalling making this video. I got my chai tea and I'm super excited about that. It is delicious. All the ingredients were from Aldi. If you have an Aldi store near you, I did my makeup like extra and put on a necklace, stuff I don't necessarily normally do to film a video, but I was just like, I'm having a hard time like really getting to this. So let's get into it and why I'm procrastinating. I thought today would be a good day to do a little bit of a crochet and chat video. I've been working on a scarf and I'm pretty excited about this. I'm gonna grab my readers. So this is Hobie Silly Socks. And this is what I have left right here. And this is my second skein of it. It's got a very good squish. I really like it. So this is, like I said, Silly Socks, 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 400 meters, so a little over 430 yards. It is a #1 fingering weight. It is superwash wool. It is from Hobie. This colorway was called, I believe it's called Lion Tamer, and I don't know what it really has to do with lions, but to me it had like a total vibe from being a kid in the 70s, and like the avocado green and the orange and then like the burnt umber color, to me just really made me feel reminiscent. So I picked up 2 of these when they were on sale for $4.99. I'm not sure how much the Silly Sock normally is, but this was a great deal. I thought, getting it for $5, and it was, like I said, over 400 yards. So it seemed like a great deal. I will probably try to pick up maybe more Silly Sock when it's on sale again, but not necessarily something I would pay full price for. But I am going to be making an infinity scarf. So I'm basically making one super long scarf. Then I am going to just seam the ends together and wrap it around myself multiple times. So I love striped yarn for this type of graphic work. I do not like this type of yarn for work in the round. So not a fan for granny squares, that type of thing, because I don't like how sometimes it pools unintentionally, but I do love a good I do love a good stripe for this type of project. So I'm loving this so far. I think it's going to be fun. You know, it's not like totally like something I do all the time. The colors are a little bit different, but again, sort of reminiscent. So pretty happy. I may or may not make a tutorial. I will see. But basically I'm just doing a corner to corner, but where it's not like it's not a square, it's a rectangle. So this has been fun doing this. I found the original video where I learned to do this from Jada in Stitches. I will link her video below if you want to make one of these. So basically, I've been freaking out. I ended up not putting out a video on Labor Day, and I justified it to myself that it was Labor Day, people were busy, they wouldn't be watching, but then of course I also had no blog post or no email, and I was a little bummed about that, but the reality is that I'm just scared right now, not about YouTube. I know I have talked about it on my channel before, but I am having a routine surgery. I am having a hysterectomy, and it is going to be a week from today when you're seeing this. So I feel like I am in like, like go time. So I will say it is routine. Obviously, you don't get an organ taken out for no reason. I've been having some polyps and some fibroids, quite a few fibroids actually. So it's not like it's a life-threatening situation at all. It's just, it's not awesome. So it has been hard for me to concentrate a little bit on doing the things I should be doing, and I have been distracting myself with other stuff. I started this like 3 days ago is all, and I have this much done already because I've just been going like crazy to take my mind off of everything. So let me show you something I picked up like a couple weeks back, but I haven't really used. And it's this cool amber glass pitcher right here. It kind of looked like it had been cracked a little bit, but I got this at the thrift store for $2. And I was like, well, I could put flowers in it, like fake flowers or whatever. But it turns out it is a really good holder for my yarn. So I can put this on the floor and just pull up, and if you can see it spinning in there, it has been working absolutely great. It is a little too exciting for my cat, so I have had to put it up beside me, and it doesn't work quite as nicely when it is beside me and I'm trying to pull from the side as it does otherwise. But you know what, for $2, it is a fantastic yarn bowl, and I love how it works in my room and with all my decor and stuff. I've also said this before, don't worry that I'm going to burn my house down. That right there is a fake candle, so it is not real. I'm not going to burn anything down. So this corner to corner project, if you know how to slip stitch and double crochet, and you can count to 3 and you can occasionally count to 6, you can do this project. It is super easy. And again, like I said, I really like it for like more geometric type of projects. So I'm getting my row started here. And if you've ever done a corner to corner, it's a little bit goofy when you're getting it first started. But once you get the hang of it, it is super easy. Like the first one in the row always looks a little goofy, but yeah, I do really like this project. It's been fun. There's been a little bit of having to, what should I say? It's a nice short project. The rows are nice and short, so it doesn't give me a lot of time to space off and let my mind wander as much, and I have to kind of keep tabs and make sure that I'm not putting too many double crochets in each little square here. So I have done that a few times. I've seen where some of them look a little bit thicker, and I probably have an extra one in there, and I just left it and moved on. This is a project that is going to be for myself, so I am totally okay with that. But yes, I've been avoiding reality, and unfortunately, yeah, I guess I realized YouTube isn't an escape for me. It is my reality. It's like my responsibilities, it feels like. So I have been kind of avoiding that as well. But I've got a week to go now. So what do they say? Like the rubber meets the road or whatever. I am going to try to get a couple videos uploaded. Okay, let me back up. I'm going to try to get a couple videos filmed, edited, and uploaded so that hopefully there won't be like a gap in my Monday night videos. So we are going to do, me and Sid are going to do our monthly live, but we're going to actually be doing it this coming Saturday. So that is the 13th, I think. So we're doing it a week early to accommodate for my surgery, because I doubt that I am going to feel like doing a live, you know, like not even a week afterwards. So she was kind enough to reschedule for that. It is going to be fun. We were working on some shawls behind the scenes, and I don't think you've really seen either one of ours. So those are going to be not shawls. Oh my gosh. Do you see how distracted I am? It's ponchos. So I don't think that you guys have really seen much from either one of us giving that away. So that'll be fun. I'm not going to say anything yet. I have seen Sid's, and it is beautiful. You know, if you know her, it's got a beautiful lacy look to it. And then mine is like hardcore fall vibes, ready for fall, thick fall colors, fall theme, all of that. So that'll be fun to share that with you. And then I'm pretty sure, I haven't talked to her, but I'm pretty sure we'll both have like a blog post or something up for the ponchos. I mean, you can see how quickly these rows really go in this. I really like it. The one thing is, like, I found probably almost every other time I'm doing the like descending down row, I just get in a vibe and I keep going, and then I accidentally create one extra one here instead of just connecting this. But yeah, it goes pretty darn quick. I've got 10 in my rows. At a certain point, I will need to be decreasing on both sides so that they even up, where I'm just decreasing on one side right now. So I had someone stop into my work, and she had a similar surgery about 6 weeks ago. So she gave me a cute little journal. It said, it says, I just broke up with my uterus, and it's pretty cute. And it kind of like is for you to jot down how you're feeling on different days and different stuff like that. And you know, I don't have quite the same feelings as some people do. I am a middle-aged woman. I am not like in childbirthing years. So it's not like I'm losing fertility or anything like that I'm grappling with or anything. It's more so like I'm not a person who enjoys a lot of medical attention, and I'm not really a person who seeks out surgeries. I don't like the idea of being put under. I know it is very routine, and I know I will be okay. I do know this, but it is still freaking me out. We're taking some time off of work, but I work for my husband, and we do have a family business, and it is something where we're not going to be able to take, like, I'm not going to be taking any 4 to 6 weeks off of work. So I'm kind of thinking about that a little bit too, and planning ahead. And I've gotten myself some different like drinks and stuff, like some probiotic drinks and some protein shakes and some fruit smoothies and stuff like that to have on hand. And take with me to work just for like a little bit more of a boost of energy, because so far everyone has just told me that I am going to be super tired. Like most people that I've talked to who've had this surgery, and please let me know if you have too, I would love to know. But a lot of them just say it's not so much the pain, like, yeah, you're in pain, you know, your incision areas and stuff. But most people have told me like it's fatigue. Like they're just very, very fatigued after having this surgery. And that fatigue can last a couple months. So I don't know. There's that. I do give this chai tea like a 10 out of 10 for it being just like a mix and not made or whatever. Yeah, if you have an Aldi, definitely go pick this out because it is so good. But it's just like if you like chai, it's just like those fall spicy flavors, kind of like a pumpkin spice, super good. I did have to put oat milk in mine. I did learn probably about a year ago that my body does not deal with dairy very well. So I never thought I'd be a milk substitute person, but here I am rocking it, right? And the oat milk is high in carbs, but it does seem to like have probably the best taste and consistency that I have found as far as substitutes go. I had tried even like the Lactaid brand milk where they put that enzyme in it, and I was sick from it, so it just did not help. And then especially right now, I really don't want to add like GI problems into the mix as well. I don't know what my plan is. I don't think I'm going to be posting a ton during this time frame. I think what I will do, and of course I haven't asked her yet, but I think what I will do is, since I'll be keeping Sydney updated and everything, maybe just reach out to her, like send her a message on Instagram or her email or whatever, if you're wondering if I'm alive or whatever. And she should have like the most updated information. She's been super helpful for me through, going through this and just helping keeping me calm and reassured and everything. So she's been very kind, and I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, please let me know if you have any advice for me. I am planning on not trying to sleep in my bedroom. This is an old farmhouse, and our bedroom is on the second story and the bathroom is on the first story, and it's like old farmhouse stairs that twist around. So we're gonna set up my living room as a little bit of a camp out for me for the next however many weeks. So at least down there I will be getting some kitty snuggles during the night, hopefully. And of course, my husband and my daughter, you know, doesn't live with us anymore. We're empty nesters, but they are both being super, super helpful and supportive. And so I'm not really worried about like my needs being met at all. Yeah, it's just, I honestly think it's more just the surgery aspect of it. I'm not psyched about at all, but it is better to have it done now before the size of my uterus gets any larger, and then they would not be able to do it laparoscopically. So that is basically the reason I am doing it now, because I don't want to have like the large abdominal incision that yeah, if it gets too big that you have to do. So other than that, yarn wise, I did get an order from Hobie. Like, I'm working here. I did get it in before the day of that they started charging the tariff fee, but thankfully they will still be shipping to the US. I believe it is going to be the same as Linda Hobby. I did order from them after that date with the tariffs, and so I am hoping that that order comes this week before my surgery, so that I can film that and just let you know how the process worked. But it looks like it's going to be the same for both Linda Hobby and Hobie. These are both from Denmark, where at checkout they charged me 15% of the value of the yarn in like a tariff fee. So they would be paying that fee up front. And from what I understand too, the way it's calculated, it's not from where you're buying it from, it's from like the yarn's country of origin. So I believe all of the 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I added one too many there. I believe the country of origin of all the yarns I ordered was in the European Union, and I don't know what countries have different fees, but that is something to take into consideration, I guess, when you're looking at, you know, because it's not just where it's shipped from. Supposedly they're paying, yeah, the duties or whatever on that, and it should just come. So it did say that during the transition, as it was new, it could take a little bit longer, and I'm fine with that. It is what it is. I mean, the shipping was, I don't know, maybe $7, $7 or $8. It wasn't bad. And then I think I had about, I don't know, $8 or $9 in the fees and duties for the tariffs. So I didn't think that was altogether too bad. I still felt like I was getting a really good deal on the yarns that I bought. And it is also a drops superstore. I was so bummed out when I found out that the Wool Warehouse was no longer going to be shipping to the US, because I did buy a lot of drops there. So I was pretty bummed. But yeah, you can get it at Linda Hobby. I feel like I have a video that was pretty popular on my channel like a year ago, and it was like my 5 favorite places to order yarn online. They're like all going out of business or stop shipping. So I think I'm gonna have to do a new one of those. But it'll be like my multiple orders from Linda Hobby, so I'll be able to give you like better information on them and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to that. I hope it comes before my surgery so that I can get it filmed and don't have to wait a long time, because I feel like I just feel like you know, you might want to know that information sooner, especially if you were someone who was ordering from Wool Warehouse like I was. Every time I take a sip of that, I'm like, oh, that's so good. It's been like a little bit cooler the past few days in Iowa, and I have been absolutely loving it. It has been wonderful. It does kind of feel like fall. I put my sandals away. I got out my boots. And I have really, really been enjoying it. So I think I might also call and try to set up a haircut appointment this week before I go in for my surgery, just to get things kind of tidied up a little bit. I can't remember if I told you if I got distracted. What I was a while back I was saying there was a gal who had given me like a goodie bag because she had had the same surgery about 6 weeks before. Oh yeah, yeah. She got me a little journal, and then she got me, well, it was hers that she used, one of those long grabber things, and she's like, you have no idea how much stuff you drop until you suddenly can't reach for it. So that was sweet, and I'm like, yeah, do you know how many times my yarn rolls off my lap or something like that? So that was nice. And then I also got from her, it's called like a hysterectomy pillow. I think you like strap it to you so that when you're in the car coming home, it can go between you and the seatbelt so it doesn't hurt your incision sites. And I'm not sure if it like heats up or something like that too. But yeah, it looks, I'll figure that out ahead of time so I know what I'm doing. But they did tell me to plan on spending one night in the hospital, so there is that. So yeah, basically I have been avoiding all my responsibilities and I have been spending all my time crocheting to not think about them. So if you have advice, I feel like I've said this like 5 times, but I'm just really curious. Like if you have some great advice for me, please tell me. I would love to know. I had my daughter over yesterday to help me distract myself. So I got to spend time with her. Had her up in the yarn room and kind of had her look around at some different yarns I have. And I was like, just like, let's make a pile of stuff that you like. I said, I don't have any particular projects in mind at the moment, but let's just make a pile of yarns you like so that if I want to make you something, I know which yarns to use. She had went through some of like my older ones and some of my older stash and found a few of those. And I just thought that was fun because they were like ones that I probably wouldn't have picked out for her. I wouldn't have necessarily thought she liked. So I'm happy to have that little pile that I know I can pick from. And I think that pretty much brings us up to speed as far as everything goes. Like I said, I will keep Sid in the know. If you want a progress update, I really don't know. I don't really know how much I will be checking messages or comments or anything like that. Again, I will this week, but 1 week from today, I will not be. I plan on taking all of the pain meds and all the sedatives they give me. So I'm planning on getting a lot of sleep, hopefully. But yeah, I'll keep Sid posted, and this Saturday, definitely join us on my channel for our poncho reveal. That should be fun. And I hope to get a few things recorded this week so that, yeah, I just don't have to worry about that and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble on and on and on about how nervous I am. I appreciate you guys so much, and I really enjoy the time we spend together. So thank you so much for being here and talking yarn with me today. Bye.